Hello and welcome to MU Focus Football News on April 7. In today's bulletin, here are the standout headlines. Manchester United received major boost from Lisandro Martinez and Patrick Dorgu. Paul Scholes names 8 Manchester United stars who must be moved on this summer. Former Manchester United captain returns after 5 years in retirement. De Bruyne exposes Manchester United's mistake in the Rasmus Højlund situation. And now, let's dive into the full details. Manchester United received major boost from Lisandro Martinez and Patrick Dorgu. Ladies and gentlemen, manager Michael Carrick has received encouraging signals regarding Manchester United's squad situation. As the race for Champions League qualification enters its most intense phase, the return of key defensive figures such as Lisandro Martinez and Patrick Dorgu is seen as a crucial boost for the Old Trafford side. Recently, the 25-man Manchester United squad, traveling to Ireland for a short training camp, has been officially announced. The biggest highlight is the inclusion of centre-back Lisandro Martinez. The Argentine World Cup winner has missed the last 5 matches due to a calf injury. His presence on the trip to Dublin indicates that his recovery is progressing very well. Meanwhile, Patrick Dorgu has also delivered positive news. The Danish international has been absent for the past 8 matches due to a hamstring injury. At present, Dorgu has returned to grass training and will continue specialized recovery work in Ireland to regain his best match sharpness. Manager Michael Carrick is hopeful that both players will reach peak fitness in time for the upcoming clash against Leeds United at Old Trafford. Martinez's return is particularly important, as the Red Devils will definitely be without Harry Maguire, who is suspended after receiving a red card in the dramatic 2-2 draw against Bournemouth. In addition to the defensive reinforcements, Manchester United's attack has also received encouraging updates. Striker Benjamin Sesko and winger Bryan Mbeumo are both included in the 25-man squad traveling to Ireland. Previously, they had to miss international duty with Slovenia and Cameroon due to separate fitness issues. Manchester United have not played a competitive match since their draw at the Vitality Stadium. This break has provided valuable time for Michael Carrick to reassess his squad and help injured players recover. Currently sitting third in the table, the Red Devils still hold control of their own destiny. However, with only 7 matches remaining, any mistake could come at a heavy cost. Carrick understands that stabilizing the defense with the return of Lisandro Martinez and Patrick Dorgu will be key to maintaining their advantage over chasing rivals. This training camp in Ireland also serves as a mental reset, helping United's players stay fully focused on their objective of returning to Europe's most prestigious competition. Paul Scholes names 8 Manchester United stars who must be moved on this summer. During an appearance on the Good, the Bad, and the Football podcast, Manchester United legend Paul Scholes delivered a brutally honest assessment of the club's squad planning. Specifically, Scholes believes the Old Trafford side must undergo a major overhaul in order to compete for the Premier League and Champions League titles. The 8 players he has suggested should be sold are Harry Maguire, Leny Yoro, Noussair Mazraoui, Patrick Dorgu, Luke Shaw, Mason Mount, Manuel Ugarte, and Joshua Zirkzee. Under interim manager Michael Carrick, the Red Devils have shown strong resurgence, climbing to 3rd place in the Premier League standings. However, Scholes insists the current squad still lacks the quality needed to challenge for the biggest honors. Regarding Harry Maguire, while acknowledging the English defender's recent strong performances, Scholes would still prioritize keeping Matthijs de Ligt due to his youth and pace. He also expressed doubts over Leny Yoro and suggested the club should consider selling Joshua Zirkzee to cut their losses. As for Luke Shaw and Mason Mount, the former midfielder highly rates their talent but believes their ongoing fitness struggles and injury issues have limited their contributions. Meanwhile, Manuel Ugarte, Patrick Dorgu, and Noussair Mazraoui are viewed as players who do not fully fit the system or should only serve as squad options. In addition to these 8 names, veteran midfielder Casemiro is also expected to leave once the current season concludes. On the other hand, Scholes praised successful signings such as Benjamin Sesko, Matheus Cunha, and Bryan Mbeumo. He also emphasized the importance of Bruno Fernandes, Kabi Mainu, and goalkeeper Senna Lamens, informing the backbone of the club's future. At present, Manchester United are in a strong position to secure Champions League qualification, sitting 7 points ahead of 6th-placed Chelsea with just 7 matches remaining. Former Manchester United captain returns after 5 years in retirement. Having once played in front of more than 75,000 fans at Old Trafford, Antonio Valencia is now preparing for a return to the pitch in a very different setting. At the age of 40, the former Manchester United captain has decided to come out of retirement and sign for Wythenshawe Veterans FC, a veterans team based in England. The Ecuadorian right-back has officially signed for Wythenshawe Veterans FC, reported The Sun, citing confirmation from the Manchester-based club. On social media platform X, the club warmly welcomed their special new signing with the message, "We are proud to welcome Premier League champion Antonio Valencia to Wythenshawe Vets. A Manchester United legend now wears our colors." This marks Valencia's first return to action since retiring in 2021. During his prime, he was a familiar figure in major matches, often described as a speed machine. This comeback sees him competing in the Cheshire Veterans Football League, a competition for older players in the northwest of England. However, Wythenshawe Veterans FC are far from an ordinary team. This season, they have assembled a squad filled with former professionals. With Valencia's arrival, the team now boasts a combined total of around 2,192 Premier League appearances, 487 international caps, and 24 major trophies. Notable names include former Newcastle striker Papis Cisse, who scored 6 goals on his debut earlier this season. The squad also features former England striker Emile Heskey, as well as ex-Manchester City duo Jolyon Lescott and Stephen Ireland. Other former players who have represented Wythenshawe Veterans FC include Danny Drinkwater, Umar Niasse, George Boyd, Nedum Onuoha, and Maynor Figueroa. Interestingly, none of these players receive a salary, as they participate purely for the love of football. Club chairman Carl Barrett even shared a humorous story that his wife once sent letters asking players to contribute £15 per month, not realizing they were former stars. The club later clarified that while they do not pay wages, players are not required to pay any fees either. The key requirement to join the team is being aged 35 or above. According to the club's leadership, the influx of former stars began when Stephen Ireland was introduced to the team's ambition of winning a National Veterans Cup, which then attracted other familiar names. Even sprint legend Usain Bolt has reportedly been linked with a move, while former Manchester United star Wayne Rooney was approached last November. De Bruyne exposes Manchester United's mistake in the Rasmus Højlund situation. Rasmus Højlund's impressive resurgence at Napoli is sparking intense debate across England. Once labeled a failed signing at Old Trafford, the Danish striker is now proving that his talent never disappeared. It was simply held back by an environment lacking patience. Notably, recent comments from Kevin De Bruyne have gone beyond simple praise, instead resembling a clear indictment of Manchester United's squad management. Speaking to Italian outlet Gazzetta dello Sport, De Bruyne made a strong prediction about the young forward's future. He can become a top player. He has excellent qualities. Højlund had a difficult time in Manchester, but now he is doing very well here. He is still very young and has plenty of time ahead. De Bruyne's statement that Højlund possesses excellent qualities, yet endured a difficult period in Manchester, directly suggests that the issue was not with the player, but with the environment at Old Trafford. At Manchester United, Højlund appeared to lose his confidence entirely. The immense pressure from his transfer fee, relentless scrutiny from the English media, and an unstable tactical system under Erik ten Hag, and later Ruben Amorim turned a promising young talent into a shadow of himself. Many United fans are now filled with regret as they watch Højlund scoring consistently in Serie A. The key question remains, did Man United act too hastily in sending him out on loan and potentially selling him permanently? His talent has always been there, but in Manchester, he lacked the psychological support necessary to thrive. At the highest level, football is not just about numbers or technique. It is also about belief and trust. When a footballing mind like Kevin De Bruyne states that Højlund can reach world-class level, it serves as a warning about wasted potential at the theater of dreams. However, from a more critical perspective, some argue that Højlund simply does not suit the physical intensity of the Premier League. Opinions from fans, such as user BeanoC on the United in Focus forum, suggest he struggles against strong defenders in England and may find it difficult to reach elite status. Nevertheless, his immediate success after leaving remains a difficult truth for Manchester United to ignore. If Højlund continues to shine in Italy and reaches superstar status as predicted by De Bruyne, Man United will face a costly lesson about patience with young talent. His departure may not bring immediate regret like the case of Scott McTominay, but it leaves a gap in belief. Manchester United increasingly risks becoming a graveyard for young strikers, arriving with promise, leaving in disappointment, only to flourish elsewhere. De Bruyne's comments stand as the clearest evidence that Højlund simply needed the right environment to succeed, something Man United failed to provide. In conclusion, letting Højlund go may not seem like a disaster right now, but if he develops into one of Europe's most lethal forwards in the coming years under Napoli's guidance, it will serve as undeniable proof of a systemic mistake by the Red Devils. It is time for Man United to reassess how they nurture and develop young talents before more voices like Kevin De Bruyne continue to expose the club's shortcomings.